Hello everyone, this is Moses from ZAATAR Gardens. I'm going to try something a little bit different here. I'm going to do a Q&A, one after the other, and intermittently show the garden here and there. So let's get to it. First comment from Brian Brammer on the video How to Make Fish Fertilizer Easy. And I apologize, I haven't responded to this comment actually, it must have slipped right through. That's awesome that you have access to resources like that. Out here in the desert, the resources are very limited. I have to rely on a lot of homemade tea fertilizers. I wish I can get just one large dump of local mulch out here. It would help so much, but we're so far out. I can't find anyone willing to do it. The native soil here is very, very high in sand, silt, and alkaline, and it is packed pretty hard. So let's answer that right now. So instead of responding to this comment directly and quickly, I thought about it for some time. We need to rely on nature to help build the soil. We just supply the raw ingredients. If we include raw ingredients into the soil, such as yard waste or grocery waste, apple cores, what have you, and in the desert, instead of piling it up, because that sun is just going to dry it out, you're going to be watering it a lot to keep it moist so it can heat up, I would bury it. Don't bury like 20-30 pounds in one location, but I would take a certain section and just bury it about 6 inches to a foot deep. I think that would be best. If you don't have earthworms, you could actually buy earthworms, or just go to a local forest, or maybe you have a location that has earthworms and just move them into your area. Then I would inoculate all of that food with mycorrhiza. Then top dress the top of the soil with wood chips that you could buy at your local store, and start that way, and slowly you're going to see the soil building up more and more and more. Now this is a bit unorthodox, but if you think about it, everything begins with raw materials. It doesn't matter what material it is, as long as it's natural. You don't need to start a compost pile like I do, where it's 3 to 4 feet above ground and 2 feet underground. You can just make it underground, as long as you don't make it too deep. But that's what I would do. I would slowly and slowly add raw materials, even newspaper clippings. Earthworms love newspapers, if you guys didn't know that. Cardboard, but add it in there. Good nitrogen source, so I mean, some would even just do blood meal, or they would do urine. Even though I know that's quite unorthodox as well, or not many people think about it, but urine, especially cow urine, if there's a way to get it, or if you have farm animals, just have them there and let them do what they have to do to help you. Just mimic nature, and you should be all right. What I would also do is create separate locations as tests. In this location, I put my apple cores, I put my lettuce, I put spinach, remnants, the ones you're burying underground, and you added cardboard that was saturated with blood meal. And another location that you dug in, saturated newspaper clippings. Then another location, saturated straw, and so forth. That's what I would do. Don't waste time and try to think, I wonder. Make it happen. Just do it. Find out. If you have a big plot, just put 20 different test sites and see which one does best. See which one is easier to dig through. See what you mentioned, it was hard and compacted. See after a while, you know what? The soil around that area, I can dig with my hand now. If you don't believe me, I have a video long ago, and I'll put it up in the card right now. It's over here or here. I don't know. It's somewhere around the screen. Just click that card. It's an old one. But you'll see how bad my soil was. You couldn't even get you would have to dig with a jackhammer if you had one. So try all that out. Let me know. Now, next question. Okay, next comment from a fellow YouTuber, Masilla from Learn to Grow. Your soil is healthy if there aren't any pests bothering them. Nice. She's referring to my Misty Blueberry video where I'm not really experiencing too much issues with pests or disease. Let's go take a look at that right now. Okay, so we're at the location of some of my blueberry shrubs here. There's the Misty all the way to the right, and here's some Sunshine Blue. Now, I thought about this question, just like the other one, for quite some time. There goes Lulu chasing the squirrels. On what type of pests or diseases that blueberries do have, and I have to be very honest, I've never experienced any of them. And maybe it does have to do with the soil. So I'll talk a little bit about the soil that nature created, but of course that I inputted a lot of raw materials to. This area received a lot of wood chips. I would say for just these little shrubs, it was about 6 to 8 inches deep of wood chips for a shrub. And under those wood chips was grass and seaweed that I would include. Those broke down extremely fast. I think it was because of the seaweed broke down the grass really quickly. So I think the seaweed really did help the blueberries. They really performed really well. But prior to doing this way of fertilizing or amending the soil, I would have blueberries die left and right. I mean, I didn't even do wood chip mulching around the blueberries. It was just plain sand. It wasn't even soil, in my opinion. And the blueberries would just be dead within about a month, just dying. No matter how much I watered, it didn't matter. I did not amend this soil with any pH adjusters. And when I tested the soil before I planted blueberries here, it was above 8 on the pH. Now I test it, it's just above 7. It's like 7.1. Okay, next question. Next question comes from Gary Cole. He asks, referring to the passion fruit trellis update, that is going to look really nice, Moses. I have a passion fruit that is 2 years old and grows and climbs on my pergola, but has never flowered. It has tried, but the flower just wilts and dries up before it opens. Is that common? No, it is not. And I'm going to show you right now why that's probably happening. So here's the passion fruit trellis. It's already growing up about another foot since last video. There's 4 of them here, 2 of them down there. These 2 obviously are more established. And let me show you what I've been experiencing with the flowers and what I respond to Gary, but now I'm going to do it in film. So Gary, if you're not seeing flowers like this, but you're seeing flowers like this, and then they just dry up and fall down, most likely there's a bug. Like you see the bug bite right here in that petal. There's most likely a caterpillar, because I found one. That's how come I know. I found one eating a flower and it freaked me out. But, you know, what am I going to do? God knows how many more there are. You see the leaf is all eaten up? So most likely, like that one's eaten up, most likely it's a caterpillar eating your flowers. And once the caterpillar ate all the good stuff, this just dries up and falls off. Just like this. You see right here? Just falls right off. So if you're seeing this, you got caterpillars, most likely. Alright, so if you guys enjoyed that, let me know in the comment section below. Once again, I love reading the comments and I love responding to them in text or in this video format. But let me know in the comment section if you'd like to see more of these type of videos. It's a lot easier for me and a lot funner because I don't have to search Google and trending and analytics to find out what people actually want to see. Everything that everybody wants to see are in my comment section. My comment section's full of ideas. And I'd rather use those because you're asking those questions and I want to answer your questions, not some random person that may not watch my videos. Alright everyone, happy gardening.
Okay, like, share, subscribe, and